This is 511 Mulberry. We have a cute little 10 by 20. It is got the gable roof, and it also has, I'm going to try to get it from over here, double dormer. We'll go with the other side too and get that. Has been stuccoed on the outside, and the color, if it doesn't show up on the screen, it's a bluish green. It's more blue than it is green, but it does have a green tint to it, I would say. And this one has the double dormer. I'm trying to get a view of that. I cannot get inside there to show you, but yeah, the double dormer, which allows sleeping upstairs in the loft. This owner has a dog, so this is his little kennel for the dog to let the dog out without putting something on him, so he can run free. This will stay. You can take it down if you don't have a dog or if you don't want to keep it. There is a storage shed with this. It looks like it is a 6x6. Yep, 6x6, so it's square. And this is, again, a 10 by 20. Part of the Grove. He's been here 3 years, and the rent currently, as of February 2026, is $300, $325. 25 of that goes for your water. So $325 for your lot. There's a lot transfer fee. You will have to reach out to the owner, and he will give you information on how to apply for that and what's involved with that. You'll reach out to the owner of the land and lease from them directly. So be sure to, if you're interested, to do that. This house, I'm going to tell you right now, is priced to sell. He's taken a big loss on it, but he has got a growing family and moving on to other things, a bigger space. So this is located in Newport, Tennessee. He has an old, let's see, he has a hammock here that could probably stay if you wanted it to, or he can take it. Anything in the home can stay, but you know, if you don't want it, you can have it taken out. So let's go in and look at this. Y'all are gonna love it. All right, beautiful. He did point out to me, we'll do a pan real quick. Mini split, Mitsubishi. That wall is stucco, but you've got the wood ceiling, beautiful. A fan, stucco on this wall. And he pointed out that the Amish did this one, so because of that, they put a lot more wood into this particular one. A lot of the other ones do not have that, so you see a lot of wood on the trim and all of that. So, and I guess he has a birdie. So he has a bird and a full-size cage, as you can see. That does not stay, of course. Just take in all this wood. Okay, and what he pointed out to me, the owner said everything can stay if you want it. If you don't, he'll take it. Like the sofa is just a little sofa. It doesn't make a bed or anything, but it does fit nicely in there. But if you want it out of here, they'll do that. He would leave this as well if you wanted it, the entertainment center. Okay, so let me stand back here and get a view of it. All right, nice. Lots of floor space. This is a 10 by 20. It is the perfect tiny size little house if you really want to go tiny, you know, because you have living space You have a kitchen, and you have an upstairs for sleeping. Now, nothing prevents you from putting a day bed in here and sleeping downstairs now or later on in life. So that's what I would do. I would put a day bed down and then maybe use my upstairs for storage and or guest place space. All right, let's go into the kitchen. Now, oh wow, love the green. Have not seen that. So that's a green stain, I think. Very pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, of course the appliances stay. We have a farm style sink. These are matrix cabinets, soft close. Fridge will stay, of course. That's a Magic Chef. And then in the bathroom we have room for, he did explain to me that the inside here is your washer dryer hookup. You would probably, you would need to put in that space, you would need to put a combo unit, I would think. He's done this. I love that. Isn't that pretty? And with his green countertop in the kitchen. Look, I like that. That must be that, yeah, it's that film. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, that's so pretty for a pop of color. Flushing toilet, of course. Okay. You could also, put some things on the walls here, hang your, I don't know, your long handled things, wash your mops, that kind of thing. Let's get this open. 32-inch shower. Okay. Of course, we do have a pocket door on this. Of course, we do have the barn door. Beautiful hardware on that. Beautiful bird. Okay, I'm going to stand back on this far wall so you can kind of get a feel for the length of the room or the whole house. Again, that's going to be 20 feet. 10 wide. We know we love a 10 foot wide because it gives you that extra room to, really walk around and do some things as far as decor and furniture. Plenty, I like to show the floor because you will see that there's plenty of room to walk through here. You're not going to stumble over things. All right, now let's go up to the upstairs, and we love these upstairs because they are skinny, what I would call skinny, but that's such a helpful thing because it helps you get up the stairs. These are regular stairs, 7.5-inch rise, so they're easy to climb like you would climb any other stairs. At the top, you will see there is a landing spot so you can get into your loft easier. So again, this is stucco on this wall. Up here, I bet that is you could put a storage unit there. That's for his dog, I believe. All right, we're getting up here. And that is a full-size bed up here. So, like I said, you could go here and use the top step and sit down. So easy in and out. But again, you could definitely, that looks like storage as well. But again, you could put a day bed downstairs if you didn't want to sleep in the loft. Wouldn't this be fun for grandkids to come and they would love this. So let's see, we do have, oh my gosh, I didn't realize we have 2 egress windows up here. So great airflow. And I know people that own these, when they have the 2 egress, you know, before it gets really humid, you can open these up, and the cross ventilation in these is amazing. And again, I'll just show the ceiling up here is wooden. Again, the Amish, you know, they do a great job on that. And they did all the little wood extras that really weren't in all of these particular models, but I love it. All right, let's go back down. To do that, I am holding on here. I like to show where I hold on because most people are like me and they need that protection when you're going up and down stairs. But now you're really right here and, you know, wedged into the steps, and it's such a protection for me that I feel like I wouldn't fall. All right, let's see. All right, I think we're gonna go meet the owner because he's here and he would like, I'd like for you all to meet him. Okay, I wanted to introduce you to the owner, Jared. You have lived here how long, Jared?
I've lived here 3 years.
3 years?
Yep.
In the Grove, and you're on which street again?
I'm on Mulberry Tree.
Mulberry Tree, which is a great street.
Yeah,
we love the Grove. The people in the Grove are, I always say, the people in the Grove are a vibe. It's just a really great area. You're gonna love your neighbors here. Jared, tell me why you are moving after 3 years.
Just life changes, family stuff going on, and growing family. So.
Yeah. Okay. A growing family. Okay. All right. And what was the best thing about having this house for 3 years?
I really enjoyed it, especially the community out here. Everybody in the Grove in particular is very like friendly and family-like.
Mm-hmm. And they seem to all pitch in to help each other on everything.
No, absolutely. They're definitely like family. They get together, have little picnic gatherings, fireplaces outside together and stuff like that. So it's
all right.
Really
so, and Jared, tell me something that you, what has living in a tiny home done for you over the last 3 years?
It's shown me appreciation for the lifestyle, honestly. I've really enjoyed it. Being in here, it's been a great sturdy home, place to live. I haven't felt like a lack of space or anything, especially with the layout of this one. It feels very, very spacious in here. And I've just grown family-wise, so things have changed to where I need to move on. But I've really enjoyed it a lot. Your time here, yeah. What are you gonna ask for this house? I'm gonna ask about $42,500. Okay. All right. And then we need to let people know how they can reach out to you. What is your email if they would like to purchase this house? Yeah, it's tinyhomejc@gmail.com. Okay, I will put that on the screen, and I will also put it in the notes and description of the video. You all, if you want this house, it's a good one. He is motivated because he's moving on to some other things exciting in his life, and I would jump on this one because again, it has a lot of the wood, a lot of the little Amish perks or Amish touches that you see. And he has got it priced to sell. These houses, when they were purchased, were $73,000. Yeah. So he's motivated to move on to some other things that he's got going on. So you all have a great day, and thanks for watching.